Guys, let's face it, okay? Everybody in the world loves sequels, right? And for good reason. I mean, they're pretty much all good. How could you not like it when Hollywood takes something that everybody already loves and repeats it? Oh, I like them. Oftentimes with both a bigger budget and bigger stars. However, and I know this may come as a shock, but not all sequels are created equal. In fact, sometimes, rarely, sequels fall short of their predecessors and feel a lot more contrived, almost as if they are only created to capitalize off the first film's success. Take, for example, today's flick, Rock and Roll High School. Forever. The 1991 sequel to the beloved original titled Rock and Roll High School from 1979. This insane movie has been described by one critic in this way. Rock and Roll High School Forever is to Rock and Roll High School what Danny DeVito's Vincent is to Arnold Schwarzenegger's Julius from the movie Twins. Meaning all the purity and strength went into the original Rock and Roll High School, whilst all the crap that was left over went into Rock and Roll High School Forever. Couldn't have said it better myself. Starring appliance adoration, horse meat, every other kind of meat, Roboclaw, Dumb and Dumber, Slime Barf, Leaf Shoulder, Malfunctioning and Walmart Michael Jackson. Meaning Corey Feldman. Yeah. By the way, I'm joking. I like Corey Feldman. I think Corey Feldman, while he is a wacky guy, is a talented and fun guy. She's got a way with words. You guys know Corey Feldman, okay? If you're over 30, then you definitely know him from classic movies like Stand By Me, The Goonies, etc. But if you're under 30, you might think you don't know him, but you do. You just know him from something else. Ring any bells? Guys, this movie is insane. It's weird. It's hilarious. It's 80s as heck, even though it was made in 1991. It's gross, it's bad, it checks all of our boxes. And even though it fell into obscurity after its release, it is dearly beloved by a very niche group of 30-somethings. Myself included, as of late. Thank y'all. So get ready to rock and roll. And let's talk about Rock and Roll High School Forever.
Are you ready to rock and roll?
But first, a word from our lovely sponsor. So friends, as some of you may know, we've been in the process of finishing our basement, and we recently turned this room, which was just like a big nothing room, into a spare bedroom. So today's sponsor could not have come at a better time. I was so excited when they reached out to me, and I'm so happy to say that today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Get ready for this one, kids. So Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses that are customized to fit your needs, and they are shipped directly to your door. So first things first, you go online and you take a quiz, and then Helix will match you to the perfect mattress for you based on your body type and your individual needs. So personally, we got matched up with the Sunset Luxe model. I kid you not, it's probably the most comfortable. It's the most comfortable mattress I've ever owned. In fact, after we set it up and we waited, you have to wait 2 hours for it to like fluff up. Nick came down and he laid on it first, and he was like, I'm moving down here. Tell me what you just said about that mattress.
Can we live down here?
It kind of has a memory foamy feel where it kind of contours to your body, but it's not so soft that you feel like it's not supporting you. It's perfection. Personally, I'm a side sleeper. And the Sunset Luxe has what they call side sleeper pressure point relief. It's best for side sleepers or anyone who tosses and turns at night, which both Nick and I both needed. So we have been loving this mattress, taking naps down here. Sometimes I come sleep down here if Nick snores, or vice versa. So we are obsessed, but I was nervous when my friend Kat came to stay. We have a friend staying here for a month. She spent her first night here, and the next morning I woke up to a text that said that bed was so comfortable I didn't want to get out of bed, and I was like, yes, this is why I love working with sponsors that I love. Apart from how amazing the mattresses are, the other best part about it is the convenience. So Helix delivers the mattress right to your door, free shipping if you're in the US, which is such the thought of going to a mattress store and dealing with a salesperson and like awkwardly laying on mattresses with the salesperson standing there.
It's always level, see that? Right. It's always gonna be level.
No thanks. My introvert self will take a mattress shipped to my door any day of the week. The mattress comes rolled up in a box, so it's very, very easy to set up. Whee! Other cool thing is, if it makes you a little nervous to buy something that you haven't physically laid on or tried, Helix has a 100-night sleep trial, so you get more than 3 months to make sure that you really love it. And of course, if you don't love it, they will pick it up and you will get a full refund. Helix mattresses also have a 10-year warranty. They offer financing options, flexible payment plans, whatever you need so that a great night's sleep is never too far away. Never too far away. Remember that? We all love this mattress, me and Nick and our friend who is sleeping on it currently, and I really think you guys will too. So if you are in the market for a new bed, feel free to click the link below, or you can go to helixsleep.com/JaimeFrench. Make sure you spell my name right. You can get up to $200 off of your mattress plus 2 free pillows. I forgot to mention the pillows, they're amazing too. Again, for those in the back, if sleep is as important to you as it is to me, click the link in the description box below or visit helixsleep.com/JaimeFrench to get up to $200 off your Helix mattress plus 2 free pillows. Thank you so much, Helix Sleep, for sponsoring me. This is like one of the more exciting sponsors I've had this year. It's such a magical mattress. I'm obsessed. So thanks again to Helix Sleep for sponsoring a portion of today's video. And now back to the movie review. Rock and Roll High School. Forever and ever. So the movie kind of centers around the main character, Jesse, who is played by our main squeeze, Corey Feldman. He's in a rock band with these other kids. We got Mag, Jones, Stella, and Namrock.
Namrock, 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 Namrock.
All very unique names. So these weird kids attend Ronald Reagan High, where you just say no.
Just say no.
So the teachers are having a staff meeting while the students are plotting an insanely terrible prank.
And bring your flashlight. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Yes, I am, and so are my viewers.
Flush them hard, boys!
So they flush every single toilet in the school at the exact same time, which causes a literal earthquake, schoolquake.
What the hell is going on?
The pipes burst and everybody loses their mind. It just creates panic at the disco. Why, you may ask, did this happen? Because it's
Rock and Roll High School Day! Yeah!
So this is sort of a little reference to the original film. I guess in the original film, which I have not seen, they burned down the school, and they commemorate that with Rock and Roll High School Day, which is a day where the kids prank the staff.
On this day, you can do anything you want to do.
And you can tell it's Rock and Roll High School Day, because the way it is. Look at Stella's moves, man. So very 1991. Anyway, they literally destroy the school, physically harm teachers, and they get their principal fired for being unable to control the kids.
We're going to find somebody who does.
So the next day, the kids come back to school as if nothing happened. Jesse is skateboarding through the school, again, physically harming people. Sorry, lady, but Jesse is like a honey badger. He just does what he wants. Enjoy your concussion and fractured occipital bone.
Hey, boy! Snaggle!
And just when you thought he couldn't be any more of a JA, he ends up knocking over yet another teacher.
Whoa!
Wait a damn minute.
But this time he cares because she's young and attractive.
Good job, Ace.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, occipital bone fracture lady. No apologies for you. So Jesse and Jones read about a Frigidaire for sale in the newspaper, and they ditch school to go to this woman's house so that they can pay her to dance around her fridge in a circle, and no, I am not kidding. The song's the best part. I like you very much. You know who else likes this very much is the lady selling the fridge and her husband. They are super into it until... Just watch. Just so you guys know, and I know that you were wondering, this never comes back. There is no reason, there's no explanation. I did extensive research on this film. There's no reason for this, other than I guess they just wanted to mess with these two sweet people. But why this? Why a fridge dance? Why copper boobies? You know, you could have just like left a pile of burning dog poop on the front porch like normal people.
He called the shit poop!
Hey, do you guys think this movie seems like it's gonna be super weird?
Yes, it does, my brother.
So while Jesse and his friends were being a weird fridge cult, they were missing an important announcement at school, namely that there's a new principal in town, and her name is Dr. Vader. Seriously. And she is super mean. She doesn't allow anything. She doesn't allow laughing, dancing, talking, breathing, existing. And she has a claw hand. So in addition to fridge dances, Jesse and his friends are also in a rock band, as I told you already. They are called the Eradicators. And one day, Mag and Jones hear about a contest while watching Rock TV.
And here's Screamin' Steve to tell you
how to win front row tickets to see the band of the 90s.
Okay, I have a question for Screamin' Steve. Question A, how come someone's mowing the lawn behind you when you're announcing a rock and roll contest? Question B, are you the guy who played an extremely similar character in one of my all-time favorite movies, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, starring Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt? Hold up, is he? Oh my entire gosh, it's him.
The new regulars on DTV.
What an obscure memory. Anyway, so Jones here is somewhat of a tech-savvy guy, and he rigs up some sort of contraption. He does something to the phones to make it appear as though so many people are calling and voting for their band, the Eradicators.
Yeah, I want to vote for the Eradicators from Reagan High.
The Eradicators, they're way cool.
I guess he pre-recorded a bunch of people voices. I am inclined to agree that the Eradicators are the best local band. Just look at this next scene at the Honor Society dance.
1, 2, 3, I'm walking. Yes, indeed.
Well, this girl, Whitney, is the head of the Honor Society or something, and she's not into the music that the Eradicators are playing. And she makes what I felt was a pretty reasonable request that they stick to the playlist that she created. She was kind of mean, okay, she's a little snooty.
Stick to the playlist or you won't get paid.
But the punishment she receives in return, I feel, is disproportionate.
It's time for the mean green.
Oh yes, the mean green. What do you picture when you hear the words, the mean green? Personally, I picture like the Hulk. He's mean and he's green. I thought perhaps Corey Feldman was gonna unleash his inner anger or something and like Hulk smash everyone, but no. The mean green is so much worse and so much more disgusting than the Hulk or literally anything else that is both mean and green. Jesse and Mag put these tablets in their mouth and they drink something. It looks like wine. I don't know. Feel free to comment below if you know what it is, but it creates this awful green foamy stuff in their mouth and they spray it all over everyone from the stage. All 6 people attending the dance. And that must not have been good enough for them because then they decide to come off the stage and just start ruining literally everything, overturning tables, throwing all the food, and puking foam directly into Whitney's mouth.
Don't wait up, honey.
Yeah, honey, don't wait up. Go to bed. Seriously? Meanwhile, the teacher does nothing but wag her finger and eat a Hot Pocket. None of the teachers do anything in this movie besides be dumb. There's also these 2 security guards. I guess they work for Dr. Vader, but they decide to wait outside instead of break up the literal puke spewing rumble. What's wrong with you guys? You can't even manage a bunch of slime spewing 34-year-olds? So the Eradicators get in big trouble and they have to go see Dr. Vader, who is sharpening the bottom of her claw.
You will not play your disgusting rock and roll on school grounds ever. Your band has been eradicated.
Okay, Dr. V. I see you. I see what you did there. Wait, they're in trouble for the music?
Disgusting rock and roll.
Not the whole slime puke thing? It was the music? Who's cleaning up all these messes, by the way? Is it Butch? Is it Food Boy Butch? Does he work at this school? Or Tyler? Is it Tyler? Is it Leif Garrett? Why have I reviewed so many movies that have unique janitor characters? Anywho, I digress. Let's see what's going on at lunch the next day. Never mind. So Jesse has a big crush on this teacher, Miss May, Rita May. I can't blame him, okay? She's super beautiful and she is a super good teacher. I mean, look at how she captured the attention of this class by comparing a classical piece of music to a football game.
Hut 1, Hut 2. First cello, fake side. He's wide open. Pass complete. First and 10. Steps back to great protection from the drum. Hit by the flute but breaks the at the 40. He crosses the sky. Hit by the drums but breaks the tap in the air. And there's protection from the drums. He crosses the
That was the whole class? That was like 3 minutes long. What kind of school is this? It's rock and roll high school. Oh hey, sup 80s chick. Sup. Meanwhile, Dr. Vader. That was good. Meanwhile, Dr. Vader is working on turning the school into a full-blown prison.
1,000 volts of current! Power up!
Okay, but those glasses are sick, dude. Or as a high school guy in 2006 would say, those are sicky fire dank. bro. I just need a popped collar. So surprise, surprise, guys. The Eradicators won that weird contest on Rock TV. I don't even know what the contest was for. I think they won tickets to go see this other band that is actually a real band. And I learned a lot about them when I watched a documentary about this movie, and I highly recommend the documentary. But anyway, Scream and Stave comes to the school to tell them that they've won the contest, and they are weirdly underwhelmed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
But it doesn't matter anyway, because Dr. Vader comes up and cuts up their tickets with her claw hand, puts them in detention, and escorts Scream and Steve off the premises. Detention at Rock and Roll High School is wild, by the way. It's a dark dungeon. There's 48-year-olds. Oh my god, look at these people. They sat in there so long they died and decayed down to the bone. That's actually very hilarious and so metal. This is the most metal movie ever. Anyway, Jesse and the crew are not gonna die, okay? They're not gonna become Skeletors. They only have to sit there for 4 entire days. 24 hours a day.
Vader, this is war.
You heard it here first, kids. Jesse hath declared war on Darth Vader. I mean Dr. Vader. And you literally won't believe what they do when we come back. Hey kids, we're back. And war has been declared on Dr. Vader. I don't know why I keep doing that. So Jesse and the gang go to see this guy named Eaglebauer. What a name. He has an office inside their school that you can only get to by going through this bathroom and talking to this receptionist with leafy shoulder pads.
We need to see Eaglebauer.
Animal, vegetable, or musical.
Huh? Wait, did they just go through the stall to get to his office? Come on, they could have showed us a cool secret trap door or something. Or like, I wish they had showed him like spinning down the toilet. So Eaglebauer is an interesting character. He's a grown man who runs some sort of underground business where he sells things to the kids like fake test scores, fake hall passes, fake IDs, etc. And he helps the Eradicators. He pulls some strings to get them an audition to play at the prom. He comes up with this whole elaborate plan and then feeds them horse meat.
Why don't you try this? It's horse, all right?
Hey, come here. Ask me if there's any purpose to the horse meat scene. Go on, ask me. Was there any point to the horse meat scene? No, 80s chick, there's none! None purpose! It never comes back. Just like the fridge dance and the slime barf, it's weird, gross, unnecessary garbage. And yet I'm obsessed with it. I am obsessed with this metal movie and its 3-minute long horse meat conversation.
American kids do not eat Mr. Ed.
So with the help of Horse Meat Guy, the Eradicators create a diversion to distract Dr. Vader so that they can audition for the prom under a false name and get the other teachers to vote for them, which leads to Jesse assuming that since his teacher, Miss May, voted for him, that must also mean she wants to date him.
Since you think that I'm so wonderful and everything, maybe you consider going out to the movies or...
You're asking me out on a date?
Her response was a tad more cavalier than I would have hoped.
Jesse, I'm a teacher. Teachers can't go out with students.
Phew! For a second there, I thought she was gonna do or say something inappropriate and unethical. Hope that doesn't happen. Dude, you copied my whole vibe.
Really?
Yeah. Do you not see the resemblance?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Collarbone length burnt ramen noodle hair is my thing.
Well...
Well, nothing. I started it.
That's what it is. They're all on drugs.
If by they you mean you, then yes. So Dr. Vader orders this random mandatory drug test. And this scene is possibly the worst scene of the whole movie. Besides the slime barf, of course. So Namrock, Jones, and Mag all use apple juice instead of pee. And then they switch their pee around and drink it.
Hey! This no my pee!
Again, not for any purpose other than, I guess, to just mess with these two guys who are like Dr. Vader's sidekicks. I don't get these guys. They always have super weird hairstyles. They seem to both love and hate Dr. Vader. They double both as security guards and the camera crew, and they are wimpy baby kitty whiners. So Dr. Vader gets the bright idea to throw a bunch of meat and fake blood all over the school to frame Jesse and the gang so that they can't play the prom, you know, instead of just telling them that they can't play the prom. So Jesse and his friends, they just feel defeated. They're like, you know, maybe we should just forget it all and graduate. So Jesse gives them this motivational speech. He's like, y'all, think about all the stuff we've accomplished over the last 4 years.
The alligator in the swimming pool. The naked cheerleader photo.
Sorry, what's good?
The naked cheerleader photo.
Has anyone seen one solitary reason to like or root for this guy? Are we supposed to just be so charmed by his goth Michael Jackson musical talent that we forget and overlook that he does all these terribly heinous things to people, in particular to women? Actually, I don't know. His performances are pretty good. So they're all moved by Jesse's motivational speech, and they decide that the war is still on and that they will not be defeated.
We are going to steal the prom.
And by steal the prom, he means get out a big old camcorder from 1989 and film the cool kids in embarrassing situations that they, the Eradicators, created. But they must remain incognito and inconspicuous. Yeah, like that. That's what I meant. So like I said, they set all these other kids up to be embarrassed. So Stella eats sushi in biology lab, which makes Whitney throw up on that poor lady from earlier. She can't catch a break. They put lingerie in this kid's locker for some reason. They get the two security guards slash cameramen drunk, and they have this baller dude seduce slash distract Dr. Vader.
Yeah, you like what you see?
On that note, kids, we have to take another short ad break, and when we come back, the insanely gross and shocking conclusion.
She's licking his bosom.
Don't miss it. Hey kids, we're back. And peep my shirt. It's a cool shirt, dude. Okay, where were we? That was not necessary. So guys, it's time for the prom, which is outdoors and looks an awful lot more like a Halloween party than a prom, but what do I know? As usual. The Eradicators sort of misdirect the band that was actually supposed to replace them. I think they called the band Zillion Kisses. They were pretty good. I saw their audition earlier, by the way. The Love at the Laundromat song? Top tier metal. Anyway, the Eradicators trick Zillion Kisses into like hanging out in a storage room of the school for the whole night.
I thought the prom started at 8.
And they take the stage themselves. And this is when they finally start to exact revenge upon their fellow students and Dr. Vader. So they play all of that embarrassing footage they got, you know, of the cool kids doing embarrassing stuff, while the teachers just stand by and watch.
I try to like all my students, but some are more fun than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this teacher who has hated Jesse. Wait, is this a principal? I can't remember who he is, but he's hated Jesse and his friends from Jump Street, okay? He literally caught who he thought was them, turning the entire school into meat market mayhem, but now he's suddenly on board with them, hijacking the prom and humiliating other students. Cool. Ooh, that hurt my brain. The only good thing about this scene is that we get yet another Michael Jackson-esque performance from Corey Feldman. This time with his hair slicked into a faux mullet. I love a faux mullet. A mallet, if you will. I feel like he was actually a pretty strong performer back then. What happened? Again, Corey, I'm just kidding. I really like you. I love your song. Go for it. I think you're really cute. Well guys, all the fun and games of the prom is about to be cut short when Dr. Vader hears the ruckus and is forced to stop doing whatever she's doing with that baller dude. So while she was distracted and doing whatever it is that she was doing with this complete stranger, Eagle Bauer was also taping her, which results in a weird chase scene. What is this? Why not just film her running? Anyway, she chases Eagle Bauer with the VHS tape all the way back to the prom. He tries to make it to Jesse, but then it becomes a game of cat and mouse. Finally, Stella catches it and they put it in the VCR and they humiliate poor Dr. Vader in front of all the students.
Dr. Vader's a woman?
Which causes her to, like, malfunction again. She malfunctions so hard that she malfunctions herself out of the prom, gets in her car, starts driving all over the prom. Rude. And then starts chasing and like trying to kill Mrs. May, whom, as you may remember, is the apple of Jesse's beady little eye. So he distracts Dr. Vader and lures her away from his one true love, which causes her to drive into the building and subsequently blow up the chemistry lab as well as the entire school. That's right, guys. They literally blew up the school. Mind you, Zillion Kisses was inside.
Yesterday's Thursday. Today's Friday.
You know those innocent people who just showed up thinking they were gonna play a prom? They died. What? You're gonna show the baller dude escaping, but not Zillion Kisses? What gives? So in a gross conclusion, as the school burns down, Miss May is desperately searching for Jesse, the heroic, faux mulleted hero who saved her from the evil claw-hand freak show.
I hate you.
Okay. The teacher makes out with the literal student in front of other teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you things that were okay in movies in 1991. Oh, also the movie's over, I forgot to tell you. That was an abrupt ending. What a wild, yet metal, zany ride that was. Let's read some reviews. This review comes from an IMDb user entitled 13 Fun Bags. And it is entitled, what? The only interesting thing about this movie is that the only returning actor plays a different character who is exactly the same as her original character. Feldman's Michael Jackson impersonation and his terrible band playing 40-year-old pop songs was not a joke. That's their sad attempt at musical credibility. I would have rather seen Corey Haim go to real high school. Yeah, there was a weird thing. I watched the documentary about this movie. It was very interesting. This whole thing fascinates me. But anyway, there was a rumor that Mag was originally supposed to be played by Corey Haim. However, I heard from the director herself that was a rumor. So, 13 Fun Bags, looks like you're more like 13 boring bags. I bought this movie at a truck stop for $2.99 when I was in high school. I don't remember why. Upon returning home, I watched it and was very disappointed. The tape now resides at my ex-girlfriend's along with Holy Grail. Go back to your ex-girlfriend's house, knock on her door, and ask if you can have this movie back. Even though it's not hard to find, it's actually free on YouTube. You guys, this always happens to me. I hate a movie and I make fun of it and I'm like, oh, what a stupid movie. But then I learn more about it while I'm researching it to review it. And then I hear like stories from the actors and directors and everybody who worked on the project, and then I become obsessed. But let's be real, this movie gave me a lot to already be obsessed about, okay? Let's be real. So that's it for me today, kids. I gotta go slick my hair into a Malay. Thanks so much for being here and watching. If you clicked on this video, I especially appreciate you because I know when I do slightly more obscure movies, such as this one, it gets less clicks and less views, so I appreciate you letting me talk about what I want to talk about. Join us over on Patreon to see any behind the scenes footage from any green screen shoots we did today. Subscribe to my channel if you like watching me make fun of stuff. And feel free to follow my other social accounts for additional hilarity. See you guys next time. Rock and roll. I wrote play compilation, but what I actually want you to write, or what I actually want you guys to put in, is the clip of him hitting his face on the microphone. It's on YouTube. It's called like Corey Feldman microphone moment. It's recent. So try to find that clip.
They're not?
No, they're not.
What was that?
Hey, boy.
Okay, Flava Flav has entered the chat.
Yeah, boy.
Who copied who? From what I understand, this actress was in the first movie, although I haven't seen it. And I don't know why I'm telling you that, because I know someone in the comments is gonna say it. Hey kids, we're back. And the movie opens with a warning. The practical jokes depicted in this motion picture are performed by professionals. Do not attempt them at your school, as they may result in detention hall for life. Good to know. I will try super hard to refrain from putting literal bombs inside of lockers.